Hey, welcome to the first tournament recap of 2025. The format for this tournament is groups of 4. The top 2 go up and play for placement for 1 to 16, and the bottom go down and play for 16 to 32. So I have 7 matches in total. I'll give some recaps, some thoughts on the matches, and without further ado, let's get into it. So first match of the day was against Andrew Quinn. I've not met Andrew before, didn't know much about his game. He seemed to have a decent enough hold on the ball, wasn't maybe the strongest at receiving heavy backspin serves, could spin the ball. Yeah, he seemed like an all-round decent player. I think I had just maybe an edge on a bit more steady, a bit more serves to get through this one unscathed. If you are enjoying the content as well, please drop a sub, a like, any comments, thoughts on the video, advice, you name it. So second match of the day was against Sarah Short on home turf. I've never played Sarah before. I didn't really know what to expect going in. I certainly didn't expect that forehand counter. But I know she plays county vets for Nottingham, and she had a win over the vets number 1 just a week beforehand. So yeah, I was expecting this to be a tough battle, and it certainly was. From my perspective, there was a few missed opportunities in closing some sets out on my side. I think I started quite positive with a backhand on looping, and towards the latter half of the match, I just think I fell a bit more defensive, so I think it just needs a bit more confidence. I think, a stroke's good when it feels like the safer shot to play, They were going quite consistent. Sarah has such a good forehand counter that I felt if I placed it anywhere around the middle of the court, even if it was a decent lip, she was just going to hit through it. So I did get some good advice to go for corners. You can go straight down the line or go deep into the backhand court, but for the first couple of sets I don't think I was playing strategic enough. When Sarah was getting in first, I felt like the only place I could really put the ball back to was her backhand. She had a strong punch and a decent backhand, but I think her forehand just felt a lot stronger on the day, so I was just trying to pin her there. But as you can see, sometimes that it doesn't really work either. So yeah, it was a tough match. I think this one was going to be the decider on who finished number 1 seed or number 2. And after a few game points for me, she ends up with a blistering forehand to take the first. And I'll let the rest of it play out. Enjoy the highlights. Just on this one, I play another ball right into Sarah's sweet spot and she puts it away like it's nothing. And I know already at this point that it's not safe to put them there, so just a bit of acknowledgement that I need to remember and play smart. On this one here, I felt I kind of served and I was reactionary instead of having a plan. And yeah, I think I've missed a couple of points and I just want to take a time out, reset, and don't force, you know, play your game, don't get desperate to pivot and play a forehand. I think at this point again I've got a couple of game points in set 3, but Sarah's just playing brave, she's playing aggressive table tennis. I think more aggressive than in the earlier parts of the sets. She's taking a lot more initiative and I'm giving it away. So I think it's something to be cognizant of for future matches. Just because you have a lead doesn't mean you start to play safe, you know, take it yourself. Don't wait for others to make mistakes. A couple of these points a little painful because I am getting long pushes to the backhand. I'm just not ready. You see, like re-pushing a ball, it's there to be attacked, but it's you know, it's a confidence thing, it's a mentality thing, and you know, it's going to be exposed.
So the back and two hands. You've got a certain amount of balls. That's how many runs you've got. Second half, pockets of they've been running between.
No, I won't say no, but I should have won over there.
I mean, you beat both.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah, it's like whether you're going to...
There's an all route, right? Yeah. I'm blind.
That win was so fast. It took me like 2 It didn't take me that long to get used to it, to be honest.
So third match of the group was against Callum Donaldson. He actually had really good flat strokes. If you set it up, he would knock it down, and hard to know exactly where he's going. In this one again, I think that was a nice counter slap. But yeah, I think my serves were just giving me a bit of advantage and helping me to either create a gap in the points or cross them back. But I mean, yeah, you can just sort of see when he gets the right ball, he can just put it away, and they're very difficult to return. But yeah, I think overall I just had enough in this one to make it through. So thankfully, after just about edging out Sarah, I finished first in the group, which means I play a 2 seed from a separate group. This is against Sherwood. He was not seeded in this tournament. I think it's his first senior tournament, he was telling me afterwards. He edged out a strong second seed of Damien Galka to come second. Thoughts on David's game? Very clean strokes. I mean, both backhand and forehand, just good quality, good pace. Sort of feels like he could hit 100 of them in a row at sometimes. He's also got really good hands, so if you're not playing a winner, he's going to get hand to it. I thought his forehand block, I think specifically, was really good, but you can see his sort of level of clean strokes there. This first set felt like a bit of a shame. I think I had a few game points in here. I built up a good lead, but it was another block. It's good there, but yeah, it felt a bit like one of those days where I just wasn't quite clutching up quite enough. Another part of David's game that I thought was very strong was his flicks. There's a good example in there. He flicks with quite an open bat, but he seems to get over it fine. It's good quality, and to be honest, I'm just not that used to it. Most people are gonna touch or push a lot of these serves, but he's kind of put me on the back foot straight away. So if I serve and he flicks and then I block, then he's just into those sort of clean hitting strokes, and it's really difficult to get back in the rallies from that point. I think I was having a little bit of difficulty on his serve. He was serving a bit pendulum, but towards the middle, so I felt like it was quite hard to attack. I tried to pivot on a few, but then it just left me out of position, so I decided to just hold my backhand, and that went fine. Yeah, I think it was a close enough match. Second set got away from me a little bit, but enjoy the rest of the clips. I think in rallies like these, I take a nice short touch and I'm just not ready for it to be pushed again. It feels like a complete waste, so I think looking for more initiative again is important. I feel like I'm sometimes just surprised when the ball comes long, and so I push it. So just definitely need to work on the mindset of always expecting that half long ball and just hunting for it a little bit more. So yeah, this one stung a little bit. I had maybe 3 or 4 game points in the first set. I think he went through me in the second set, and in the third set again I think I was leading maybe 10-8, 10-7, and just couldn't get the job done. So knocked out of the 1 to 8 position finish. We're playing for positions 8 to 16. This match is against my friend Alex Shaw. He's got a very funky and unorthodox playstyle. Has hard to put into words. He's got really nice hands. He can really sort of block really lightly, bring it in, bring it out. He's got some inside out flicks on the backhand. He's got good serves. They're quite hard to read. They all look quite similar, but some are backspin, some are top. He does some weird he's all just very unique, and I think players like him make the game fun. So the match was played in good spirit. I think after a while I started trying to target his backhand side a little bit more, especially off service, because if you serve into his forehand he does stuff like that, and it's hard to predict what's coming. He can create good angles, so the main objective I find when playing Alex is just trying to stay steady. Don't give any points for free, and you might have a chance. First point is a good illustration of why I stopped serving into his forehand. It's just not what you expect to come back, and I feel like you can go down the line into your backhand as well, so I feel like it's not the safest place to serve. I think otherwise what would help against a player like Alex is just a little bit more quality and a little bit more power, something to make it a bit more difficult for him to just control the ball and keep it on the table, but obviously that's easier said than done. I think more practically, just being a little bit more ready for sometimes when he's attacking. It's quite difficult because it really isn't that intuitive to know where he's going, but I think the reactions need to be a bit quicker so that I'm not just blocking when he's attacking and I'm actually, counter hitting a few. But yeah, it's always a good game with Alex, and this was another one. Always close, so enjoy the rest of the play.
Good.
I think briefly just in this rally you'll see some opportunities to counter hit and play some good shots, and just about here you'll just see him kind of just patting it back, and eventually he creates an angle. So there just needs to be a bit more of it in scenarios like that, I think, of playing a bit more aggressive, a bit more positive.
Wrong sort.
here we have a nicely timed yelp in the audience in a crucial point, but all credit to Alex. He was well overdue in getting over the line, and yeah, look, it was a fun match, as depressed as I look. So we are now playing for positions 12 to 16. This match is against Jeff Reay. I think he is a Blitz player as well. You can see on the back of his shirt, and he's got a few tricky shots on him as well. He can hit big, he can hit hard, he can do some nice flicks, he had some nice serves. Sean, who is the umpire, my coach for the day, he had just played him and managed to get through 3-1. So yeah, on my side, to be honest, it was quite a team match. Some good rallies, of course, but I think a lot of cheap points for both of us in there as well. Some fun points, but yeah, I think mostly just staying quite solid on my side. Did well here. Some serves and third, fifth balls. Yeah. So final match of the day was against Kamryn Amin. This is positions 13 and 14. I've seen Kamryn play a little bit throughout the day. He looked solid, looked strong. His backhand specifically looked very strong. I found when we were playing, if I'd let anything drift just slightly half long, he was really good at picking it up. And if he got a loose ball, you know, he kind of hit quite, I wouldn't say flat, but like quite a powerful drive on his backhand, more so than his forehand, but his forehand was very strong as well. I think on receive of serve, I'd say he was a little bit more passive. Really nice counter there. So it gave me a chance to keep him out, but you can sort of see what he does with a ball that's just left up high, and in the rallies there he's pretty strong. And cue another game where I've got quite a few points, game points, and just don't get over the line. But you know, to Cameron's credit here, he didn't make it easy. Sure, there were a few times where I could get in a bit earlier. You know, I need to keep that in mind. He got me with a nice taxi there. He'd been serving quite a lot down the kind of middle or down my arm, so I kind of wanted to just turn and hit it with the forehand. I did so, I think, in the second set and got him to stop doing it. But I did try and just, after that, I just tried to hold the backhand, and I think in the open rallies, I feel like I was a bit stronger, a little bit more steady. My backhand hold's quite good. My backhand sort of counter to counter is quite good. I also feel, as I said, when I touched him just half, he was good. But what I did a little bit in the later sets was just push it right deep in the table. Because I think he was ready for a ball half, but he wasn't ready for a ball sort of being jammed right down. That's obviously the one I pivoted on. But yeah, super close match. Again, very strong player. He had some good wins throughout the day. And as you may have already guessed, somebody knocked into the tripod, so it's a little bit off center for the remainder of the match. It's a little bit of frustration. I feel like he was lifting a few balls up, and just my short game sometimes just is really not there to, whether it's a forehand flick or a backhand flick. You know, these balls just need to be put away, and yeah, it's frustrating to set them up but not knock them down. I think on this serve you'll sort of see missing opportunities here with, you know, a push that comes long enough to hit, and instead we exchange, you know, 2 or 3 pushes each. It's just not going to happen against a good player. You're not going to get those chances. You need to go when you get the ball, so definitely something to work on.
Depends on I'm playing with me, Derek. I can always use
Just towards the end of the match, a few unforced errors. We got a missed loop, and then we get an overloop. Not really what you need when you're trying to close out a match. I guess struggle luck with this one off the edge. It is what it is. But thankfully able to get over the line on this one, so we finish the day in 13th place with 5 wins, 2 losses. Overall I think it was an okay tournament, but I think room to go a little bit further if I can work on some of my weak areas. Final standings are on the screen for anyone interested, and yeah, till next time.